Mark, I'm going to come on to Christian now. Um,
Mhm.
Firstly, what is he like to work with?
Very easy, very dedicated athlete, very serious. If all the boxer can be like him, it will be way more easy for boxing trainer. He train hard, he push everything he do. You know, that little bit same philosophy that Beterbiev in term of ethic. And this is something that Arthur bring in that gym. Like I don't want to say team captain, but he's a little bit, he influenced the boxer every day in my gym. Look at him and, okay, this is what it takes to be a real champion, stable champion. Not only became world champion and losing after a couple of bouts, but stay there after 9 8 9 years as a champion. And Mbilli going the same way right now. He's training, focusing on his boxing career, and I'm very happy to do that with him.
Just talk to about how you discovered Christian. I believe it was when he was an amateur and you've had him right from the start of his pro career. You really saw some talent in him as an amateur.
Yeah, I look at him first couple of tournament as an amateur. I remember one world championship we did very well against probably the best amateur fighter in the world in his division, Uzbek fighter, and he did very good. And at one, and especially, when you look at amateur boxer, the main thing is not try to sign or to be involved with boxer who are the best amateur, but who have the capacity and the attribute to do the transition for professional game. Because it's boxing, but in the same time it's a little bit two different sport with the different what you need to be successful as a professional boxer is a little bit different, and what you need as an amateur fighter, the style is not the same. And I think Mbili had at that time all the tools to become a good pro, and we just make a deal to get together.
It sounds like you dealt with, or Christian dealt with the transition fairly easily when he joined your camp. But for you as a coach, how hard can it be to work with somebody in that transition period?
Depend. Usually, I have a good idea from the boxer that I receive, and what we need to work a little bit. Like sometime I can give you a very good example. Right now, I work with a very young, good boxer from Colombia. His name is John Robio. Very talented as an amateur fighter. But when he came here first, he was throwing a lot of punch for nothing, like very busy, like amateur fighter are, and just teach him to take his time, pick up his punch, be more selective. The transition between offense and defense have to be better also, because with small glove you cannot take that much punch. Like you need good defense and make sure that you're doing the right action at the right moment. There was a kind of little details I can give you, but in case of Mbili, he was already fighting like I want to see a professional boxer fight. He's very comfortable in short distance, physically strong. When to attack, when to defend himself, and that transition was way more easy than the normal boxer.
You mentioned earlier that you can almost compare him to Arta in terms of work rate and work ethic. And that's a very high bar to set because we know that Arta is very, very committed to the cause when it comes to his boxing.
Yeah.
Just how far can Christian go? Could he get to the same level as Arta in terms of becoming unified champion, undisputed champion, etc.?
Why not? Why not? I think in the big picture, this is what we want to achieve. Now we have to go step by step. He have to win his first world title, and this is one part. And after that, could keep going. And I have a lot of fighter who, after one moment, they just win a world title and they feel like, okay, this is what I dream all my life, and they have a kind of woof. And after that, they are not the same. Or some fighter for the first time receive a good amount of money and they completely change. There is so many factors who can influence the direction of their career after they became world champion. Um, this is we hope that our fighter will be able to stay on track, but you have to manage this every day in a gym.
You mentioned obviously Christian's got to pick up his first world title first to start his journey to unified and undisputed. Just in terms of time scale, when do you feel Christian is ready for a world title shot?
No, he's ready now. We're waiting. Actually, we're waiting. I think he's very physically. He's made, sir. He's not going to be stronger. I think, of course, he keep going. He keep working on his technique every day, and but in terms of maturity. He's ready. He's there. He's at his peak right now.
Who's obviously world ranked as well. Could we see, for example, a William Skull fight coming up next year, 2025?
I would love to do that fight. Right now, we are in a position, or two association ask us to do a mandatory fight to be eliminator. I will let Camila Stefan, the manager of Christian, and the promoter of Christian, take a look at this and take the right decision. I'm going to talk together, but we are there. It's a question of one fight or two maximum.
When you're making that decision and you're sitting down with the promoters, with the managers, etc., and you're looking at the different routes, and like you mentioned, there's two options there for you in terms of world title routes. What do you consider to take the best route for your fighter?
There is a lot of aspect to look. Of course, the money situation, the possibility to generate a show with revenue, the best way for the fighter to achieve his goal, who makes sense, not in term of babysitting and try to escape from the real challenge, but in term of doing the right way for him to make a living out of boxing and be professional as a promoter and be professional as a manager for him and consultant for him. There is a lot of aspect to consider, of course.
You mentioned obviously the money's got to be right. Excuse me. It is a business, and there's a lot of talk about Canelo. He is the money fight, and obviously he's at the same weight as Mbilli. Um, that name Canelo and Mbilli have been linked together for a little while now as well. People would like to see that fight happen. Is that a fight for you that you would enjoy to see? And also, would you relish the opportunity and the challenge to study Canelo and pick him apart as a trainer?
Now we will. I think right now in boxing, everybody want Canelo. It's very simple for the money aspect. But if we put on side the money aspect, I think it's a good challenge. It's a challenge for the staff. It's a challenge for Mbilli. I think the style of if you look at Christian Mbilli, he's not going to change style for Canelo. He's going to go right through him the same way he did against other fighter, and I think that's it's going to guarantee all the fans and the TV broadcast a super fight. But and I think it's a good challenge for the coach to make able to create that because everybody believe that Canelo will probably win like he do usually, but this is the kind of upset we want to create.
Does that level of fight and that capability of opponent, does that excite you as well as a coach? Does that really sort of increase your hunger and motivation?
Can you repeat, please, the question?
Yeah, so like an opponent like Canelo, or for example, Bivol with Arta, somebody of that caliber, that elite level, does that excite you as a coach to prepare for?
Oh, this is why we're doing this. This is the type of you want to confront yourself as the boxer who are very competitive want to do that for themselves, but even as a coach you want to challenge those guys. You want to challenge good tactician like other coach and high level of boxing. Of course, it's why we enjoy to do that job, no doubt.
Can Christian and Billy reach superstardom in boxing without the Canelo fight?
I think so. Yes. I don't think this is something that you absolutely need. I think there is other name over there, very serious and already a big star. If you take guys like David Benavidez or David Morrell, and they keep going as a, be more popular. Also, I think at one point, of course, yes.
Fantastic, Mike. That's all the questions I have for you. Anything you want to add at all about Christian or Arthur?
No, I'm just enjoying working with them. Very serious athlete, and I feel like I don't lose my time with them. Like it's a real business.
Fantastic. Well, Mark, I want to thank you very much for your time. It's been a real pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.